Hey everyone, and welcome to the Module 3 Lesson 2 lecture on subject headings and classification systems. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain what the Library of Congress call number system is and describe how it can help you find books on a specific topic, and you will be able to explain what subject headings are and utilize them to expand and specialize search results. So let's get started. If you remember from Chapter 2 of the Upson book, libraries arrange information in logical ways so that it is easy for you to access the sources you need for your research. To do this, libraries use classification systems. Classification is the method we use to keep our collections organized. Each item is designated as part of a specific subject group and even a subgroup. You might be familiar with different classification systems to organize physical books in the library. For example, the famous Dewey Decimal System. Dewey Decimal System is common in public and school libraries, but here at Cal Poly Pomona, we use the Library of Congress call number system. We use this system because it is more flexible and is often better classifying a huge volume of items. For example, most of the books on the subject of geology would be grouped together. And within that group, we would have subgroups like paleontology and mineralogy because they're all part of the geology family. This helps keeps information organized within the library. And this is much more useful to find similar books than, let's say, grouping all the books by size or color. Good luck finding your red book that you checked out last week. It's somewhere in the library. Now, when you search the catalog of materials, you will see a call number for each item. A call number is just an alphanumeric tag based on the item's subject. It helps librarians organize similar items together on the shelf and tells you where to look when searching for books in the library. Think of it as the address of the book. So let's take a look at how the Library of Congress call number system works. The Library of Congress call number system breaks down within each letter, dividing each lettered class into subclasses. So on this slide, it shows you all the topics for each main letter. So for example, the letter N is classified for fine arts. So for the call number N for fine arts, it's then broken down into subclasses. For example, NA for architecture, NB for sculpture, ND for painting, NE for print media, etc. So here's an example of a full call number. This is for the book Zero, the biography of a dangerous idea by Charles Seif. In this call number, the first part of the call number is the classification. It is related to the subject headings for the book, so that it will be shelved within similar materials. QA141 classifies numerations and general works. The second part of the call number is called the cutter. The cutter is usually created as a combination of letter and numbers and meant to represent the name of the author of the work. So you see S45 is for Seif. And the last part of the call number is the date, which is usually the date the book was published. So this helps distinguish between different editions of the work. But just to note, not all call numbers will include a date. Another way we arrange information is by using subject headings. We do this because not every book in the library has a call number. For example, ebooks do not have call numbers. Subject headings describe what the book is about and link it to every other book in our catalog with the same subject heading. We use subject headings to indicate both broader and narrower sets of information. Upson uses the example of the broader term of furniture. Now there are many different types of furniture. You may only be interested in one type of furniture, so you'll need to narrow your subject term. For example, under furniture you may have chair, bed, sofa, table, desk, etc. Each one of those terms is a subheading of the broader subject of furniture. And those can be broken down to narrower terms. So for example, you may be searching for chairs, but you're really interested in lawn chairs, which is very different than, let's say, a rocking chair. Here's an example of a subject heading from our Library OneSearch catalog. The book is titled Limited Edition, Prototypes, One-Offs, and Design Art Furniture. The subject headings include Industrial Chemistry and Manufacturing Technology, Furniture Design, Decoration and Ornament, Furniture, and Furniture in Art. If you wanted to further your research using one of the subject headings, you can click the subject heading. So for example, I will click Furniture in Art. The resulting list of books here all share the same subject heading of Furniture and Art. All of these subject headings and subheadings play a big role in how databases and catalogs are searched and make information easier to find using the library catalog.